Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Michaela Peters. Wait, I want my coffee. This is like maximum laziness. Like I'm always wearing the same shirt and What? You want coffee? Okay, here, you can have some. It's disgusting. This is my dad mug, which I thought was funny. Because essentially I am fulfilling the role of a dad also. Because there is no dad. Bingo, can you please eat your eggs? So, oh, come on. Let's give her some unhealthy snacks. My mom will kill me. Anyway, the good news is casually I don't have cancer. It seems more like the diagnosis is a, what the heck is it called? It's like the benign lymphoid hyperplasia, which is just essentially that your lymph node is going haywire, but in response to an infection. We're probably never going to know what it was at this rate because it's not important enough, but what happened was yesterday I got the results back from the biopsy and I just threw them into AI and it interpreted it. Cool. But the reason I did that is because obviously if the results were one thing, I was going to need to go to an oncologist. If the results were another thing, I can kind of chill. Or I was going to need to like get a surgery. But it turns out, I mean, I guess it's going down too, which is great on its own. So basically the scar tissue will just be reabsorbed, or like the necrosis will just be reabsorbed by your body. Disgusting. But I don't have to get surgery, so I'm very happy. So that's great. Like I've never been so relieved about something in my entire life. Maybe when I needed to find a place to live, but it's just the fact that this was really going to change my plan. Although getting pregnant really changed my plan a lot too, so okay, I don't know. It's hard to say because with being pregnant, at least you're going to get the baby even if the pregnancy thing and the whole situation sucks, but like I don't know. It's really hard to compare what's worse. They just suck in different ways. But I was really, like, mentally prepared for having cancer. So that was good. So that way I was either going to be like, okay, I know exactly what to do, or I was hugely relieved, which is exactly what happened. So super grateful. I feel like your whole life flashes before your eyes because as much as cancer is mostly curable, not, fully, but, like, you will live, there's still a chance you might not. So I, like, with a child, I just really was not cool with that. So anyway, what I'm going to talk about today maybe is, like, talk a little bit about, like, where the business is at, because, I finally had some bandwidth for that. Or should I talk about that, or should I talk about some more of the healthcare disasters? Actually, let's talk about healthcare stuff, because this has been interesting to people. So I'm just casually trying to get like a couple recurring scripts filled right now, like prescriptions. And one of the issues is that they have my old CVS Caremark on file, which is from when I had insurance through my job. But now the issue with it, oh yeah, also like I can kind of see that I lost weight in my face, and honestly the stress of thinking I had cancer, I dropped like 5 pounds in a week, so lovely. Thank you. What? Thank you. What? Give me. She plays with you like, she's like, here, and then she takes it back. Psych. Give me that. Give me this. I take it. What? You took it from me? Okay. So anyway, that's a whole thing because it's like, I've called like the pharmacy, I've called CVS Caremark, I've called the old insurance with CVS Caremark, I've called the state to be like, remove it and put you as the primary, and it's like, doesn't matter, I can't figure this out, so that's very annoying. I don't know how this is gonna work at this point. And I like tried looking it up on AI, and I was like, all right, let me call CVS Caremark and give them this verbiage, and they're like, yeah, we can't do that. And I'm like, I'm like out of ideas. There's like a lot of like red tape. I was also trying to apply for something to get like a discount on my Wi-Fi, and they were also like, yeah, we can't do that because you're already in network with us, so like we can't like downgrade this because you're on a promo. Like, it's just, you spend a lot, this is the thing I don't like about the US, is like, you spend a lot of time trying to save money, and in the end it's actually a waste of money, because it's a waste of your time, and time is money, right? Like, because a lot of times you're just, like, going in circles and nothing's getting done, and that's kind of, like, how this entire unemployment thing has felt is like I'm using my brain to literally like try to like worm my way through like systems that were made unnecessarily complicated so that people would give up and just not use the things that they should be using because, well, they need them. So it's probably why people just like casually have a ton of debt and just don't care, because it's like a lot of work to like not be in that situation, I suppose. But yeah, so having issues with the insurance, I will need to see an ENT for a follow-up, and again, that's why I interpreted my own results, because like right now the issue is the current insurance situation is obstructing me from going to an ENT without doing self-pay. So I scheduled the ENT payment for I scheduled the ENT appointment for September when it actually kicks in. So, like, cool. All right, so we're all good with that. I basically scheduled a bunch of appointments in September. I should probably spend more of my morning doing that now, too. Gotta keep track of my calendar. Took the baby to the dentist yesterday. She did not love that. Apparently, she has, like, a excess skin here, which they'll eventually need to, like, cut with a laser as she gets to be like 8 years old. That was really interesting. I never really knew about that because I guess I probably didn't have that. Wondering if her dad had that, but like we will never know. Like, because there's so much like information kind of without having the other parent around that's like missing in terms of like this health stuff, honestly. It's really weird because it's like really like nuanced stuff like that. Yeah, let's see what else. Scheduling appointments. I don't know. Just getting things together. I'm going to have to start packing at some point. But yeah, everything is mostly fine, I guess, at this point. I'm very grateful that things have like calmed down. The business is going. We have like 17 or 18 orders. That's awesome. Last year, me and my partner, who I'm working with now, my business partner, we both each had 6. What are you doing? No, Binka, you're going to collapse the table. We each had 6 orders, so that would have been 12 combined, but we have exceeded that. Amazing. I'm so happy. Like, this is literally one of the things in my life that brings me so much joy, aside from having a child. So, this is all, like, moving in a positive direction at this point. Feeling really good, feeling very, like, grateful, and literally thank God. So, I guess that's everything. I'm safe, I'm alive, and I'm grateful. So, now I have to come up with some more topics because the drama's over, which is great. I was like, I'm going to have to document my whole chemo experience. I'm going to lose my hair. And I was like, I don't know if this is not appropriate to say, but there are a lot of Jewish people in this area. And, you know, depending on how Jewish you are, you have to wear a wig. And I'm like, well, these women have wigs, so I'm sure there's somewhere I could possibly go to buy a wig if I need to. So, because the whole, you have to shave your head and only wear wigs or something if you're a certain kind. So, yeah, they got some pretty nice wigs. So I was like, all right, but now I don't have to worry about that. I really had it all planned. So, but I'm grateful I can go back to the OG plan. This was what it was like being pregnant. I was like, crap, I gotta figure this out real quick. The other thing nobody really talks about, well, maybe women do, and now I have more women watching my channel, thank you, is that, you know, you can always have, like, a miscarriage, like, pretty commonly, like, I think it's, like, 25% in the first 3 months of having a baby. Alright, cool, that one got deleted, and I thought we were in the clear. Nice. Yeah, but basically you don't really go around telling people the first 3 months that you're pregnant because the odds of miscarriage are like 25%, so like it can happen. It's pretty unusual that something will happen after that. Still fully possible, but happens a lot less often. So, you know, the first 3 months me being pregnant, I'm like, okay, is this really happening? Like, do I need to like fully make plans, or like, is this baby gonna accidentally miscarry? So like, you're kind of unsure and you're like in limbo a little bit. So that was, you know, sort of how I was feeling with this. There's just a lot of uncertainty at the beginning, like, okay, what is going on here? Because if it's this, I'll do this. If it's this, I'll do this. So, again, I'm just really grateful that, like, you know, I don't have to fully restructure my plans, like, the way I did when I was pregnant. So I'm just very grateful that, you know, things are good, that the business is running well. Probably make an update more about that later. But just things are under control, which is so good. And I was saying, I was like, well, I was like, is this appropriate to say? But there are a lot of Jewish people in our area now, and depending on the kind of Jew you are, you shave your head and you wear a wig for religious reasons, and they have some nice wigs. So I was like, I could just figure out where these women are getting their wigs. I could get a wig there. Like, I was already planning, even though, like in my mind, even though we didn't really know. But I'm thankful I don't have to worry about that, and I can keep my hair and everything. It already has, my hair is growing back because of the losing the hair here thing, but it is what it is. So, I don't know. And I'll go back to exercising, doing immune boosting, trying to be, like, healthy so, like, I don't have something weird like this happen again, because this is, like, an overreaction of your immune system. So, let's try to be healthy, stress-free, kind of hard in this day and age, but we're going to aim for it. Alright, well, that's everything I have for today, and until next time, bye.